Everyone is telling you that trading is 90% psychology. That's all wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's actually deeper than that. And if you get this part wrong, nothing is going to work. If trading is 90% psychology, that is half true. Because yes, those things are important. But if you try to force your will to control those things, it's not going to work. It's 90% mental mindset. Within that psychology part of the equation, it's divided by two. Again, the conscious mind, and then there is the subconscious mind. You have to understand that. And then within that split, it's 90% subconscious and 10% conscious. This is what nobody is talking about. I want to make that very clear because this is the big difference. Because your conscious mind might have good intentions. You might say, I'm a disciplined trader. I'm never greedy. I have no fear. You might think that. You might consciously say that, and that could be your intention. But that's not what is happening. You keep repeating the same mistakes. You keep overtrading, you keep cutting your profits too soon, or you keep moving your stop losses, whatever it is, the mistakes are there and you keep repeating it over and over again, even though you intentionally, consciously say that this is how I'm going to trade. You're not doing it because it's this battle, right? And let me tell you what's going on. It's your subconscious mind that is controlling your conscious reality, basically. You have two conflicting operating systems, if you like, right? Within the 90% psychology section, if 90% of that is subconscious and only 10% is conscious, right? That means the subconscious is controlling the show. It's controlling everything. And within that subconscious, there is another split, which nobody is talking about. And that split is 10% positive and then 90% negative. You might now want to start paying attention a little bit more to what's going on underneath the surface with your subconscious mind. Now that you're aware, you can begin to understand why no matter how much willpower you force onto your trades, the same mistakes keep repeating and your reality is not changing. Nothing is changing. It's not your strategy. It's not the setup. It's not the market. It's you. It's your subconscious that is running the show. So if your subconscious is 90% of your psychology, of your mindset, and that subconscious is 90% negative, what do? You're already at a loss. You can't, there's no way you can come back from that. If you want to reprogram your subconscious mind, yes, it's possible. And it's not as hard as you think. And I actually have the right reprogramming course below. It's called the Inner Edge Pro. You can go there and check it out. But basically, when you come to realize this and you start to try to put positive affirmations into your subconscious, that's good. But that alone is not enough and it won't work because you're trying to plant new seeds in a garden. Think of it like this. Your subconscious mind is like a garden. Your mind is a garden. And now you're trying to plant new beliefs, new seeds into this garden. The only problem is those new seeds can't sprout. They won't grow. They won't go very far because your garden is a mess. It's full of weeds. That is the other 90% of the negative that your garden is basically made of right now. Your 90% negative subconscious programming is blocking your positive programming from ever bearing fruit. Does that make sense? You need to be able to clear this negative programming, these negative beliefs. These are what we call limiting beliefs. And they're limiting beliefs to do with your trading, to do with the way you have been raised. And it's not your fault. I'm not having a go at you. I'm not blaming you. I'm just pointing out what the real problem is so that you understand it. Once you can clear your negative beliefs, your negative programming from your entire subconscious, now you have a clean slate for your entire subconscious where you can go in and reprogram it with new trading beliefs, new trading identity, so that now you can become a professional trader, become stable in your decisions, in your mindset, in your thinking, in the way you react to markets or not react to markets. Everything you do, once you clear your subconscious negative beliefs, you can do anything. It really just comes down to that. That's the game changer. Psychology is not, yeah, fear and greed and then forcing your will. You're basically trying to control something that you only have like 5-10% control over, if that. You can't fix it with pure willpower. It's not going to work. You have to get rid of the weeds, clear out the bad trading habits, the bad trading beliefs, clear that out completely, and then go in and put in the new stuff, the new seeds, the new positive beliefs. And until you can do that, nothing's going to work. And it's not just for Forex trading, it's for anything. It's for even crypto. Like, you're still going to be buying tops and selling bottoms in crypto because you're going to be chasing green candles. You'll be panicking on red days, on red candles. Like, you're just going to mess it up, even if you know you shouldn't be doing it. Like, psychology is the same for all markets, whether it's stock markets, options, commodities, Forex, crypto, doesn't matter. It's the same. This is an internal issue. The market is an external byproduct of the way you react internally. This is a big mindset shift that, by the grace of God, I was able to figure out and come across this. I manifested this epiphany and this realization after years of just battling myself and repeating the same mistakes and blowing accounts one after the other, just going through a lot of pain. The only difference between me and a lot of other people was that I just never quit, right? I just knew that as long as I didn't quit, I'll figure it out somehow. And it was that willpower, that one positive belief in me that made me make it through. By the grace of God, I came across and stumbled on this discovery of, hey, there is this whole subconscious thing that is controlling you and creating all of this nightmare. And until you can clear yourself of that, you will never be free. You will never be a successful trader. And I don't mean it in a bad way. Personally, I believe that you or anybody can become a good trader. The only thing is you need to clear out this negative subconscious programming. It's bad programming and it's not your fault. You just have to clear it out. Once you clear it out, you're good. You're gold. You can do whatever. Then your strategies, your edge will start working. You won't make bad mistakes. You won't be buying tops and selling bottoms. You just won't. You'll be doing all the right moves. You'll be getting into the right trades at the right time, and it will feel effortless. And if you take a loss, it doesn't kill you. It doesn't destroy you. And if you take a win, totally cool. No problem. This is the difference between a professional that has basically mastered their mindset and their psychology. Everything is clear and good. And the struggling amateur. Forget about even the beginner. The beginner doesn't even know they have a mind. They're not even aware. There's really 3 stages in your trading journey. There's like beginner, intermediate, and then the professional advanced stage. You can't jump straight from beginner to advanced because you haven't had enough time to appreciate the pain. You haven't had enough time to appreciate yourself and your psychology. But if you become aware of it, you can fast track it quite quickly. But this is really for people that have been going at this for a while and they just know something is just off. And this is what that something is. I really hope that this resonates with whoever's out there. This is the final message that will basically fix everything. And I'm dead serious. It really is this. It comes down to this. There is no golden silver bullet that will save you if your mindset is messed up. Let me give you an example. You saw some ICT video or whatever video and you saw a really good strategy that you thought like you would go and backtest, and in your backtest it looked really good, right? And then you're winning and all that in the backtest. You can't wait to take this to the market and give it a go. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to go to the market, London open, New York open, whatever the hell it is. You're going to see your setup. You're going to take it. You're going to win. Yeah, a good strategy. Your mind is going to say, let's do another one. You understand? You'll take another trade straight away. And then that will blow up. But that's part of the edge. But then now that that blows up, now you're in a loss. Now you're at a break even. Now you want to be right again. So you take another one and you might win or you might lose. You can begin to see where this goes. So it's not the strategy, it's you. And you can force yourself as hard as you want, but you'll be tossing and turning all night, looking at your phone. I know that this resonates with you because I've been that person. I've been there. I've been where you were. I've completely been through this. And no one can help you if they don't understand you. And I understand you and I know exactly what's missing. So check out my link, theinneredgepro.com. It goes in full detail there. And what that does is we start clearing out the negative blocks. That's the important stuff. We clear out the negative blocks and then we rebuild your mind, your character, and then the sky's the limit. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of mistakes you keep repeating, the stuff that you beat yourself up over because you told yourself you weren't going to do it and then you did it and you don't know why, like you got possessed, like you don't know what came over you, but all of a sudden you just did it anyways. Let me know in the comments what's really bugging you with your trading habits. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, you know what to do. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.